Hello, and let's get on with it. I just created yet another character, mostly for storage space, and I'm gonna show you what I do to level him up to a decent enough level, which in this case will be level 60. So I just started, I took the Tailor class for the light armor, then I put all my points into Constitution, and all my crafting points into mining and metallurgy. So as you can see, it's an easy, obviously for me, right? And first off, we're gonna talk to Vilga and get the quest, starting quest that probably already seen me doing, but I'm just gonna go through it as fast as I can this time. Hopefully get a 200 weapon. So, now to think of it, I really should have chosen Scout. I would have a 200 axe for that. And attributes I'm going for is the True Berserker, like 300 strength and 145 constitution. So I'm gonna go for the 145 constitution first, and then just put everything else into strength. So that'll be an easy leveling attribute. Hoping to get some bread from these people here. And I'll be picking up most of the crafting resources, and avoid using auction house as much as I can. And I'll avoid using deposit pretty much entirely. Unfortunately no bread for me, but let's keep going. Now the funny thing about having a high strength character is that it's actually better for using 100 weapons, because well, you get a lot of additional damage from your strength, which percentage wise is more of an increase than you would get on your 200 weapons. I just got a Bardish, which is a 200 axe, and I will be using it now, because at this point my strength is really low, so I'm gonna try to use as big a weapon as I can, yeah, to hopefully be able to touch at the enemies like that. I need to destroy the crates in here, yeah. Instead of killing the NPCs, I always forget about that one. Again, as you can see, it's sometimes hard to get them, but just wiggle about a bit, and he will interrupt you anyway. Wiggle about a bit, and you will get the prompt to use the correct key. Still no bread for me. That's bread is a very good food in the beginning because its quality is decent enough. It's like 6.1 if I remember right, which is good enough for the new character until you get to the 6.1, it's going to be quite a while. But also it has a very long expiry date, like most food in the game. It will become bad, like expire after 2 hours or so, while bread takes 7 days. So yeah, why didn't I choose that one? Now what am I supposed to? I'm supposed to chop the trees. Luckily I have a Bardish, which is an axe, which will chop trees down nicely. So I'm not even gonna bother to change into a proper axe, for that matter. And just get the 4 logs out of the way. Normally, if I would feel like it, I will be picking mushrooms and herbs, but I don't really want to bore you with that. Keep in mind though, it's actually a decent idea. Also, I need to be aware of my inventory space, because without using deposit and putting stuff away, what's happening here? and putting stuff away, the inventory will become an issue sooner or later. Alright, so we're gonna have to pick up the plants. So most of the, when I'm looking at the loot enemies, I'm looking for 200 weapons really, because that will be something that will be very hard to get otherwise. I should have picked the weaponsmith and be able to craft any kind of 200 weapons for me myself, but I forgot about it. So yeah. Went into far another rim and still need to kill the boss. We decided to go for quite a fencing there. Alright, that's enough boss, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go talk to the innkeeper and then carry on with our journey. Just doing the starter quest line should net me about 2070-ish close. So that will be a good start, but after that I'm gonna have to choose some more quests, mostly to get into the level 60. Why level 60, probably some of you wonder, right? Well, at level 60, which was changed recently, you can start doing the open world events like Raggy, Brandon and Sirius, and these give you a lot of XP, cash and items, so that's something you should be aiming for. Something you should be aiming for, because and also level 60 you can already get a decent enough build, and you shouldn't feel too bad about joining the PvP events, because you won't be that far off the max level. It's not this kind of game when you should start PvP when you're top level. It's not the case here. Okay, I see I need to put some points. So, oh, look at that. I'm just gonna put Constitution up to 145. And that's about it. From now on, everything else goes into strength. But I really wanted to have the Reaper and be able to strike more than one enemy with the 200 weapon. I will speed up the grind a bit. Let's kill some more of those buggers. Still no bread. Oh well. Might as well stop looking and I'll just buy myself some later. Oh, bread or any other food. We'll see how much stomach we got left, because some of the quests further on will offer me even better quality food. Even though it will have the 2-hour expiry date, it will be enough to get my stomach up again. But before that, if you're a new player, just keep in mind, try to get some bread. It's easy, it won't expire too fast. I should have killed more of these Midlander NPCs, shouldn't I? Yeah. That's very typical of me to go back and forth quite a lot. Yeah, so this happens. Try to go as fast as you can and you forget about stuff. So yeah, so don't pay more attention to what you're doing. So, here's the Reaper. Now that does. One more chance for bread? No? No? Okay. Okay, give me the light stuff. Light armor, yeah. Thank you, let's click away. Now I have a, it should be light armor, right? Yeah, it's a light armor, so now I can put the gloves on. Let's click this away, because that would be interrupting my inventory. So let's put the gloves on. And let's put the leather helm as well. So yeah, now I got a decent reduction. And on this build I will probably stay about this for the most part, like 200, 300, so 20-30% reduction. That'll be good enough, and these kind of armors will cost me basically nothing. So yeah. Now I'm gonna talk to this guy and he's gonna make me mine some limonite. Okay, so let's take a pickaxe out and get these 3 rocks. There we go. Now let's just notice that I got a helm instead of a hat from the quest. So yeah, there was an update this Thursday. They say that they've updated the rewards from the starting quest. I think that might be part of it. Because by the way, this game gets an update pretty much every Thursday. So yeah, if you think it's in alpha, and if you wonder if they're working on it, yeah, constantly. It's like we get new stuff every week to try out, and this is one of them. There's also a lot of fun things incoming, like mounts. I really can't wait to see that. Horses, yeah. And we'll also be able to custom build our guild castles. That's gonna be a big one as well. I think that will come even before the mounts, and actually pretty soon, matter of weeks. So yeah, a lot of things, good things incoming for Gloria Victis players. Very good time to jump in the fun. Get some experience up before all these nice things happen. Oh, he survived 2 hits for some reason. This one didn't. I'm gonna ignore the rest. Because all I'm really looking for is a quick XP. Just want to get the level up nice and quick, so that there will be more confidence going into the PvP events. Oh good, that's more gloves. I'm gonna open this. More gloves, but also shield. So yeah. Now that I think of it, I'm not gonna be needing this axe because, yeah. Will I be needing a bow? Probably. Novice pickaxe, that's the apprentice pickaxe that I started with. So yeah, the pickaxe that I picked is of worse quality. Let's just disassemble that. Will I be using this 100 sword? That's probably the worst that can actually exist. So I'm just gonna disassemble that as well. And I'm gonna keep the light armor parts because I'm gonna be using light armor parts. Okay, let's go further in. I'm gonna kill animals. So there's 1. 10 animals, 10 poachers, if I remember right. So there's animal number 2, number 3. Number 4 and 6 apparently. Now normally you will be wanting to pick up all the skins that they drop, but once you're of a higher level, there are some nice spots to farm the light skins, so I'm just gonna ignore that, because you know it is not my first character. But if it is your first character, if you're just starting the game, yeah, pick all these things up. And also, when you see that message, an ancient evil has risen in the catacombs, or the Forsaken Path, and stuff like that, that means the catacombs started. If you level 30 or more, go for it. There's a lot of XP in the catacombs for you. You have to be level 30 though. I think it's level 30 really. But yeah, I mean, if you see the catacombs, just go for it. It's fun. It's some PvP can happen in there, but there is a lot of XP and a lot of good stuff. Some more coins. Still no bread. Oh. Apparently I don't need to kill any more animals, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I do need to kill 5 more poachers, so 4 more poachers now. And I can see you there, buddy. Not bothering to block most of the time, and I'm as you can see, I'm using almost exclusively the left side swing because it's the fastest, and that's the 10th poacher, so I will be skipping killing any more of them and go talk to Nick. But try not to aggro the animals needlessly, that will be an annoyance. Yeah, I will do both tasks. I need XP. So all the quests available, yeah, all done. Also I'm gonna be looking at the map to see if I just missed things like that. I should have done it earlier. There again, I was killing mostly boars, not wolves, so probably not much of an issue there. The bear is killed. Now to go kill the poacher's chieftain and raid the camp. Okay, I see that they began withstanding 2 full hits from the birdish, so I'm gonna start using overhead when I'm going 1v1 against them, because with most axes, actually I think it's with all axes, get 20% more damage when you're doing overhead with axes. That's actually a lot, because that bonus is multiplicative, unlike most other bonuses in this game, which would be additive. Now I have to regain the stolen goods from the camp. They didn't respawn yet, it did now. But I'm gonna do it before he comes. Kinda bugged out. Yeah, so as you can see, they were able to withstand 3 of the left side swings. I mean 2 of the left side swings, but not 2 of the overhead. And let's see if I can do it like this, overhead and left side. Yeah, so means 2 overhead swings. That 20% bonus is quite a big deal for axes. That was a chieftain. Let's see if he has anything good. Not really. And I've noticed that the NPCs have started dropping crafting materials like leather scraps or fabric scraps, basically crafting materials instead of garbage equipment that you're gonna disassemble into these crafting materials anyway. So that's quite a quality of life improvement, really. And it gave me diluted wine. I might as well drink it. And give me clay. I won't be using that for a while, but it is a crafting material, so I'll just keep hold of it. And a common crafting reinforcement. That might be useful later. For now, let's carry on with the leveling. Now this guy will probably give me about a level or two. He usually does. And nice light armor. Yeah, they have definitely changed the rewards. Yep. It's plain and clear now. I think I need to talk with you one more time, or even 2 more times. Yep. There you go. Was missing a quest mark over there, but out of experience I now need to talk to this guy quite a bit, and I got quite a lot of levels, so I'm gonna get some of my strength up, and yeah, that will increase the damage. And also athlete, because 5 points into it. And now let me think of it. That's going to be a full berserker build, right? So I want to do as much damage as possible. So I'll go into dirty fighting and then finesse instead of breath control. So yeah, I'll go like this. Probably should have put the athlete to 10 first, but forgot about that. I'll do it for the next 5 levels. Maybe not. I'll see how annoying the stamina will be for me. Talk to this guy, chase the sailors away. Alright, there's a new player there. And also I know that I've received Clan Gambeson, so my armor might start looking a bit more decent. Oh, so let me check on that. That's 14. Yeah, these are of the worst quality, so I'll just keep that armor as a spur. And yeah, looking starting to look like a warrior now. Not like a scrub. I mean, still gonna look like a scrub, but not to that extent. And increasing that strength helped. I also want to be looking into these sailors, because first they can drop the map, which is very useful and it sells nicely, but also the like map fragment, as you can see, like 57 copper, that's half a silver there. That's not bad. But more importantly, they have a chance to drop primitive equipment, like primitive pauldrons from them. I really like the look of them, and a lot of people do as well. And, they will fetch you quite a nice price on the auction house. Like we're talking 20 to 50 silver, depending on how desirable it is at the moment. Yeah. Right, sailors, 5 sailors have been slain. So let's talk to the fisherman again. And yeah, now the quest that has been very infamous among Izmirs for its backtracking. Yeah, I really wish that they would, after doing this part of the quest, the return of it would be somewhere along the way, not going back to that fisherman. I think that is isn't that an additional quest for attacking these Midlanders? Now there's some wolves to kill in here, but I'm just gonna carry on with the starting quest for now. So killing the sailors and killing the chieftain and retrieving some supplies. Sounds easy enough. And as I promised you before, I will not be kind this time, and I will kill the chieftain instead of making you all wait for 5 minutes for him to respawn. If you remember the very first video I did on Gloria Victis, that's what I did in here. It made the video long. I'm out of stamina. I'm gonna walk for a bit, let it regain, because my hits would be dealing next to no damage when I'm out of stamina. And the chieftain's down. Now to get some of these supply crates. These respawn quickly, so I'm not really worried about them. Also, there is another one here. Might be able to do it before this guy aggroes and interrupts me. And if that will happen, I will ignore him and just carry on. Now let's see if this guy decided to open these chests or not. He didn't. Oh, nice. They got some decent stuff in it, usually. Yep, 52 coal, there you go. That's good, isn't it? I'm gonna ignore these people trying to hit me. And carry on with my task. And yeah, as you can see now, we have to run all the way back to the fisherman. Yeah. Why can't we go to the next guy? So yeah, if you can hear me, devs, change that part. Why do we have to go back to the fisherman? Why not go like further? Like talk to any of the NPCs that are further along the way. This is an annoying part in the easily started questline, but oh well. I mean, it's not that big a deal. But if you're doing a lot of these starter quests, then it might as well be. Let's take anything that's 200. Yep, 200x. I'll take that. And now we have to go back further. Bring regained supplies back. So yeah, again, no quest line. I would happily run off because I know what to do next. But then again, I need to talk with him yet another time. So yeah, there's that. Keep that in mind. Try to talk to them. Maybe even an excessive amount. Just make sure you're not going to do even more backtracking. Now while I'm running, should I go for it? No, wanted the athlete at 10, so the running will be easier. And then I'll just start putting points into strength as well. I got a large sack, so I can start unlocking inventory slots and putting that in. Yep. This is a better bow than I had before, so I'm gonna put that into my hotbar and then disassemble that one. Obviously doing that while running because I mean, it's at least make a use of that time. Leather vest, yeah, off with that. Now let's talk to the first guy. I'm bringing your supplies, you see. Yep. Next guy is further on along the way. I might kill some scavengers though, because that quest just finished. Ah, well, there it is. You can deliver the scavenger corpses for additional XP. So if I happen to run across a scavenger, I'll kill it. Because I know that one of the optional quests in the starting quest line will make me go back to that guy. So yeah, I will have a bunch of scavenger carcasses to give them for XP. I'm quite surprised at the range that this Badish has. Yeah, it's very nice. I need to look into Badishes now. They have the range that the axes used to have before they have been shortened. Oh well. Now the next part will be gathering stuff for this guy. Oh, and we get new armor part. Yeah, I'm glad. Yep. Let's talk. Optional harvest herbs and gather mushrooms. It's called hemp. Now, trivia, this used to be called cannabis. Hey, right? Let's just pick up some mushrooms because it's easy. And fast. So I'll complete this quest faster, because if you try to pick these, as you can see, it takes slower. And they're not really worth that much. Not compared to mushrooms, so yeah. Now let's go and kill the boss. And we will be going back to the scavenger carcasses guy. Most of them will die in one hit. That's enough, isn't it? Yep. No point wasting time on just kills, at least not yet. So hey, wants me to go deliver medicines. Yeah, that's what they call them here. It's like, yeah, I know what kind of medicine is that. We all know. Well, most of us do. And if you don't, then don't look into it really. Now let's keep putting points into strength. And I'll get the fleet. And I'll start going for the finesse. I want the veteran. Or maybe I should go for it. Yeah, I should go for the tough one as well. Get the health up, because currently my health. Oh, what is it? It's at 675. That's not really good. I really want them 10% extra, especially when you're playing on a build with, like, I am 145 constitution. It's not a lot for hit points, so you really want that extra 10%, especially that it's a melee build. So there we go. Talk with him, yes. Now, do we have enough to get at least one? Yeah, we did. Tanbladder. Oh, scavenger eggs. I'll take the eggs. I might cook them later. Unless I don't really have the recipe, which we're going to check while we are running back. So I'm pressing C to go into cooking. Oh, okay. And disturbance happened. So again, I'm going to start running, double tap shift, and I'm pressing R to auto run, and C to go into the crafting, and then open at cooking, luckily. And do we have an egg recipe? No, we don't. Yeah, so all we can really hope for is getting some meat. which again is why I should have been actually picking up the balls. Not only for light armor, but also for the pork meat, which would be pretty decent while I put over fire, right? Cook it up. I think it's about a quality 5. And I'm actually gonna kill a few balls and check it for you. There's the Reaper, kill a few at a time, yep. So I'm gonna press C again, go into the forestry, I believe. Ball butchering, yeah, you just had to do that, didn't you? And you still have no bread for me. Alright, let's go into ball butchering. I see I'm gonna have exactly 4 uses of that. Yeah, pork. Nice. So I've got some pork, so let's go into cooking. Some roasted pork. And it's a food quality 5, which is way above my starting 3. So I can make one. I'm a moron because I should have changed the coal into the wood billets and use coal for stuff like that. Coal is for endgame recipes, really. Let's eat the pork. We're not gonna be able to because I decided not to let us. Oh, I'll get that. That's a medium armor. It looks fancy though. I don't remember how that one looks. And yeah, while I'm here, I'm gonna put the trousers I got from the quest on me. How much is that gonna change? Almost nothing really. So yeah, that's light armors for you. So let's eat that roasted pork now. And since I have no recipes for that, and as you can see, the average market price means it's not really useful. I'm just gonna toss it. You again. Okay. What is the respawn timer on you? Those NPCs. Right, delivering medicines to Hardo. Okay. Let's do that then. Light armor and hello, disturbance. I'm light armor, so I might try to swim. I'm gonna run as much as I can. There has been changes to the swimming recently. It's not really, you don't swim as fast as you used to, so it's not bad, but you used to be able to swim faster. But there's some limonites in here. If I would have taken that weaponsmith, I would be mining that limonite now. Be able to make myself some weapons later on. We're already level 25, so as you can see, it's not really that bad, is it? But it does progressively get slower. Like the higher level you have, the more penalty on XP you get. But there are some tricks to it, because some XP sources don't get penalized, like killing NPCs, XP. That doesn't get penalized, so you can be doing that on higher levels to quickly get the level ups. Also the XP from conquering places in PvP doesn't really get split. It's not much, but if it doesn't get penalized, that means a lot. That means a lot in the later game. Right, the walls are done. Now let's kill the rebellions. They should be around here. Fighting balls, some of them. Yeah, there they are. Looks like it's a good camp placement for you. You two more. That would be 1. And that would be 2. There you go. Now let's go back to the quest guy. Now that wasn't the smoothest starter quest run I did. No, not really. And you were close as well. Well, it's good enough. Okay, talk to you. Right. Now you just want us to run further and talk to some other dude, which we're about to do. So again, while I'm sprinting, press R for the auto run, and let's put some points. Again, going for a tough one. Let's spend some points into strength. It's growing up nicely. Talk to the Kelskog. And now they want me to report back to Vilga, which I'm going to do by pressing escape and going to the capital city, because that would take 30 seconds, which is significantly lower than running from here to here. Maybe this will change when the mounts will be introduced, but for now, it's, going back to capital is usually easiest way is to just unstack the one of the perks of the games being in alpha, right? There are options like unstack which you can exploit and use, right? Oh, let's talk to her. Yep. And she's giving us another armor piece. Obviously we're gonna take light. And she's given us 20 silver. Apparently they keep lowering the rewards. People farming them or something. Yeah, they are. So, not really. I mean, as you can see, I got 50 silver for doing that. So again, wink wink for you. Now what am I supposed to do? Oh, now she sends me to talk with these guys. Which is good. Also, I can capture a flag or upgrade a location or win the siege war event. Whichever one of these. Which I'll see. Now let me have another look at my inventory. I'm not gonna need tendons. I'm not gonna need diluted wine. I think that one's, I saw that one being expensive at some point. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna keep hold to it and I'm gonna throw all my inventory and spare ammo into that extra bag. I'll put on the simple eyelet. Raw pork, yeah, you're gonna go away. Part of wolf carcasses as well. And the scavenger carcasses too. They have everything sorted, yep. So yeah, inventory sorting for you. So I'm gonna go for troubles at the Lobart's farm. This video is getting pretty long, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do it all in one go. Level 60. Probably gonna take parts. Oh, we'll see. Well, we'll see. Got a few hours available today, so I'm gonna use them to do just that. I'm running the wrong way, am I? Yeah. Got used to running that way because there's a hunting grounds in here once you're higher level. That's a very good source of the beast leather. There's some powerful old animals in there. Let's get some beeswax while we're close to it. Now, the dagger is usually the tool to have in your hand when you're trying to get the beeswax, but apparently someone has just been here. So let's get back to the Bardiche and talk to the Om. Yep. Whatever you want. And he's sending us around here. Okay, kill scavengers. That's good enough. Can do that. Easy peasy. I'm still in a low load zone, as you can see. So that's pretty good. There's the scavengers. Let the slaughter begin. I need to kill quite a few of them. That's right. So yeah, as you can see at this point I'm not really bothering with blocking. Still, the NPCs are not much of a threat. But also there's this thing, a term that people use in a lot of games, and it's called DPS tanking, which means dealing enough damage that the enemies de-escalate and possess no threat very soon. So yeah, DPS tanking, right? So got the scavengers done. Now let's go hunt balls again. Balls, those poor little wild pigs. Well, has to be done, has to be done. I'm gonna go into slow walk for a bit to regain all my stamina. Just noticed it's really low. And then carry on going. Oh, that was quite a resistant one. And so is this one. It's not as easy anymore. I mean, it's not really hard. But you're not killing stuff, you're basically looking in their direction. And you can see that my Bardiche is going into yellow. You can see it over here, so it is beginning to break. I'm gonna change it right after that. I can still repair it at the NU vendor, but it's just a simple Bardiche. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I can still use it for quite a while. It starts dropping the damage when it gets below half durability. So up to half durability on a weapon, you don't really have to worry about it getting destroyed. I mean, getting the poorer damage efficiency. How many more balls do I have to kill? Oh, enough, that was enough. Okay, and if you take it to the vendor to repair it, he will only repair half of the durability lost. So sooner or later items will become, well, unusable really. So you have to keep that in mind. Nothing is indestructible. This is why the top quality items, they have a really high durability, so you can use them for quite a while, and that's good. Okay, I'm supposed to kill sailors before going back to Om, so I'm gonna do just that. And actually I will switch with Badish to the Wanderer's Axe for now. I might actually keep the Badish just in case some PvP happens and I lose a weapon. I'll have a spare one, a spare to handle axe. Because you never know what they're gonna take from you. Get a lot of resources in inventories. That would probably be the main attraction for the enemies if I happen to die and get looted. Like, you know, not really that bad of a player, but you have to think about that. Like, this is a PvP game. You're gonna get looted a lot. So know that everything you have on you might be taken. Also, but don't go too far with stuff like I've seen people not having enough weapons on them for the variety, which I talked about in a different video. There is a looting system in the game. Like, an enemy won't be able to take more than a single weapon off you. So there is no difference if you're carrying only one weapon or like 20 different kinds. You're only gonna be able to take one. So yeah, keeping spares on you is not that bad idea. Looting system is actually pretty good. The only thing, I'll get these annoyances out of the way. The only thing with the looting system I personally not a fan of is that you can take shoulders, gloves and boots all in a single looting. That's like half your armor. 3 pieces. Takes away your bonus. These are actually some circumstances the most valuable at certain armor types. Mainly speaking that heavy armor with the lower class. Why am I killing these? Yeah, started talking, I forgot myself. I need to go back and talk to because I've done his 4 quests here. So yeah, that's looting system, so don't you worry about losing everything. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna lose something, which is also the fact that when you kill someone, you're gonna gain something, so keep that in mind. What he wants me to do now? Kill brigands and retrieve stolen goods. Let's go. Alright, I'm starting to put points into a tough one. It's good. There it is. Let's go toward the quest. And keep putting points into strength. Try to use overhead, going 1v1. Extra 20% damage. And let's see what he got for me. I'm kinda regretting eating the pork earlier. Well, at least I show you how to feed yourself early on. Actually, a lot of people will not pay for the higher quality food. They will accept the fuel because it's actually just a few percentage less. It's like 2% less stamina and health, not including the regenerations, obviously. When you have the better food, you're paying a lot for it. But if you keep your quality at level 5 or 6, a lot of people do that. then it costs you nothing basically. It's a high quality food that requires a lot of expensive ingredients. Just like salt, for example, yeah, which we just found. That's a good one. Oh, come on. Need a few more brigands to kill, but there's a time to hunt. I want to check what's that about. Time to hunt. Hunt wild animals in the nearby clearing. Watch out for bears. Oh, I think I'll have to climb up there, so I'm not gonna do it at the moment. Focus on time efficiency here. Focus on time efficiency to get the levels up. Really, I should have bought some concentration potions. Concentrating or concentration, don't remember exactly now. Potions of the auction house, because they will give me like 15% more experience. Oh well, it's not that big a deal. Up to like level 60, the levels go relatively fast. So it's not that big of a deal. Though every little bit helps, right? A few more brigands to kill. Yeah. There you go, that's enough. Now let's go back to Om. And I'm pretty sure that one of the rewards he's gonna try to give us is going to be food. I'm gonna restack it into 2. Just in case, to make it harder to loot. Because when you're looting crafting ingredients, for example, out of the inventory, you can loot it 5 times and take in 100 out of a stack at a time. So I'm pretty sure that the coal is the most valuable thing in my inventory, so I just restacked it into 2 just to make it a bit more annoying to loot. And yeah, there you go. He wants to give us either a small bag, some cases of food, which of quite a decent quality. Look at that, 8.3, but I'm gonna worry about that. I'm gonna take this time around. I'm gonna take inventory. It's probably the worst choice out of all these, but I'm not using auction house. I need to get as many bags as I can get. Did I get to level 60? Now, there's not a quest in the Emon, but the location's burning, so there's enemies there. So, you're gonna do some PvP. Probably fail miserably, because yeah, I haven't had a lot of time recently to play it, so yeah, but enough with the excuses, right? Not that good of a player to brag about being rusty, so let's just go. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die. If we're not gonna die, we're not gonna die. Let's see how it's fun. PvP is fun, so that's why we're heading there. There's gonna be too many enemies in there. Just gonna nope out of there. There's two. Not very good odds. Not very good odds. My health is really low at this point. But let's see if I can somehow separate them. Maybe I'll go around. And I think I'm actually hoping for the NPCs to help me, because the guards and whatnot are on my side here. So if they respawn, I might be able to do something. Oh, that was bad. Trying to move sideways as much as I can. Avoid these arrows. Oh, it's actually heavy armor. These are not noobs. Oh, that might be a tough one. Probably the last for me. Alright, let's back out. I wonder why they're not charging. Like, you're waiting for all the NPCs. I'm just being an annoyance for them right now. Hoping for the NPC guards to respawn. Now let's hide behind the wall over here. Use the third person to see them. And let's see what they do. They're just gonna stand there. No, you're not gonna see me. Hopefully they will think I'm gone. There's another player. That's nice. To that archer a bit. There you go, one down. Get the bow out. Right, now I'm gonna just try to get him to lose his stamina. Efficiency. We already got one of them down. Now for the sprint. Come on. Where are you running off to? There you go. See what you got for me? Nothing, because the wolf did interrupt me. Okay. Again, let's take the gloves. Yeah, this looks good enough. Okay, got ourselves some gear. You can see I was able to loot 3 armor pieces at once, even though I should have been looking for that 200 weapon on him, really. But yeah, I'll count that as a success. So yeah, low level, like, keep that in mind that you don't always charge in. Like, maybe be pestering enemies for a bit, be as much of a nuisance as you can, and then, you know, you never know, maybe some other player will show up and help, as it just happened to happen here. So yeah, I'm gonna count that as a victory. Let's clap the hands for that guy. Stomu! Yeah! No wonder that was a victory then. And now there's more people here. It's good, because there is a quest NPC around here somewhere that these people killed. But there he is, respawned. Thank you very much. He's giving us quests. Kill wolves. And wolves are up there. So if I did the trouble at the Lobatas. Now if I'm gonna do the Limetown beat as well, that's gonna be quite a lot of XP. And I'm already at level 33. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do the wolves. I'll do this side of the town, let's call it like this, for the first part. Unless there's gonna be trouble at Dunfen, which I'm actually really expecting to happen, like not really wishing for it to happen for the sake of the length of the video, but it's probably gonna happen. Oh look, I've lined up nicely, 3 at a time. Thank you. And okay, right, they start dealing damage. They just started dealing damage. I was down to like a quarter. I need to chill down a bit and regain some health. Maybe go one at a time. Or maybe just start bloody blocking. This could also help. But I only have one more wolf to kill. See if I can argue one away from the others. Nope, that didn't happen. That's bad. Oh, we managed to get out of it. And we got a level up as a reward as well. So, now the retrieving stolen goods should be done from the pirates. So let's go and do that. Before we head back to Limetown. Limetown is currently not being attacked, but did you see what I saw? I thought I saw a pretty cat. Let's make the most out of the camera. Pressing back here not to fall down too fast. I did saw a pretty cat. Hey! Hello. And let's see what you got for me. Not much really, so I'm just gonna take some of your logs and some of your ingredients really. Oh, some maps as well. I'll take that. Is that all I can take? Yeah. Oh well. Let's deal with the crates then. Probably need quite a lot. And oh my. That's a death for me. Yep, time to move back. Oh, not. Hey! Let's see. Yeah, I'll just take the typical set. Oh, I don't really want to die to an NPC right now. Just did. How bad is that? Oh well. And you know what? I'm gonna carry it on further at a later time. So for this part, that'll be it. So thanks for watching and bye.